If you are seeing a whole bunch of repeating number patterns, today's video is just for you. These are 5 things that you really should be doing if you're seeing all this stuff. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is list off all of the signs one by one, boop, 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 boop. Then we're going to go back and I'm going to explain each one of them in greater detail. And I'll also explain kind of why this is all happening, like what could be causing this stuff. Okay, so number 1, if you're seeing a whole bunch of repeating number patterns, right, 222, 444, 1111, you're probably going to be getting a lot of 1111 or 111 or whatever, 888, you know, whatever it is, a bunch of them. Or it could be even like 2727, 4848, 2121, 3838, 7272, you know, whatever, right? Like repeating number patterns like that also. Okay, so number 1, set very clear manifesting goals. Very clear goals for your life. Number 1, very clear goals. Number 2, update your vision board. And that could be like writing things down even, but having a vision board. I used to use Pinterest for a vision board. You could do something like that. There's all kinds of different ways to do a vision board. I think it's a really great tool, guys. I know it sounds kind of like a weird new agey kind of thing or something, but it actually does work really well. Vision boards, they really are great. Highly recommend. Okay, number 3, take actions. And that sounds kind of generic, but I will define what that would look like in a little bit. Number 4, increase your daily spiritual practices, which the primary thing is going to be meditation. Number 5, cultivate gratitude. Lots and lots of gratitude. Gratitude attitude. Okay, number 1, very clear goals. So let's talk first about why this is happening. So you are living in a gigantic creature called God. I like to call it the all. Some people, they've got a problem with the word God because it sounds dogmatic. People have attached all kinds of stuff onto God over the course of human history, up to and including making God this jealous, vengeful man sitting on a throne up in heaven, saying yes to some prayers and no to other prayers, and you need to worship me. And it's very... If you think, I mean, that kind of a God is a very actually like arrogant, egotistical, and weak person, like a very weak-minded, weak, needy, insecure, like man. If you think about it, like this jealous, vengeful God, yeah, that's an insecure, okay, that's not God, okay? God is just existence. Everything inside and outside the universe, and this divine intelligence, this great mystery that we call consciousness, right? So you're living in an interactive universe. Everything around you is interacting with you. It is all being coordinated by this greater intelligence. And you know I'm the science guy. I've made a bazillion videos about it. Just go to my playlist called The Technology of Consciousness. Go to that playlist and just start watching videos in there, because there's a shitload of scientific evidence about how it looks like we're living in a living being, this participatory universe. Pretty cool stuff. So that's kind of why you're getting all of these numbers. Your consciousness is increasing. Something is going on spiritually inside of you where your consciousness is increasing drastically, and you maybe have this greater sense of awareness. That's right about the time you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of repeating number patterns. This is a great time for you to do some goal setting. And just keep it simple, guys. Just pick 2 or 3. And when you write them down, make them 1 or 2 sentences a piece. Don't bog yourself down with a whole bunch of stuff to do. I'm a real go-getter. So whenever I do goal setting, I have to kind of put myself in check a little bit, or else I'm going to set like a million goals and like have this expectation that I'm going to get them all done. And then I get stressed out. So for me, I pick 1. It's usually like a big one. And then I'll have like, I got like some sticky notes on my desk of other little tasks that I need to get done too. But be super clear about it. Be super specific about it too, right? Set clear goals and don't overwhelm yourself. So that's number 1. What do I want to do with my life? Where do I want to go from here? Where do I see myself in 1 to 3 years? Write that down. That's how am I going to pick my goal, right? Where do I see myself in 1 to 3 years? Okay, number 2, a vision board. Right, so sometimes I'll print little pictures and I keep them in my faith journal. So I keep like a record of all the intuitive hits that I get and like signs and synchronicities and interesting things. I write it all down in a journal and I keep all these pictures in there, right? And every day, after I meditate, I do this kind of like manifesting ceremony where I pray and I do like a technique to cultivate gratitude within my heart to kind of connect to my higher self, which I'm going to be making a video about that. Or I did make a video about that. Anyway, but I put all the pictures out too, right? I put all these pictures out and they're all just kind of things that I want and I believe I'm going to have, and I don't worry about the outcome, but it's a vision board. Like, what's not to understand, right? Another thing that I used to do was Pinterest is actually kind of handy. You can create little boards for things that you want. You could just write things down, like what you want your life to look like. You know, it's the purpose of setting goals and doing a vision board is to get excited and to create emotional experiences. This is the thing that I don't think a lot of people appreciate about the law of attraction is the universe matches what you are being emotionally. So if you can cultivate an emotional experience where you're always in this state of getting excited about your plans, stuff is going to start showing up for you. Okay, so how am I going to feel when I step into that big house, or when I get that new car, or when I manifest that new job, or when I manifest a really great relationship, for example, right? So I cultivate those kinds of emotional experiences, what it's going to feel like when I'm there. And these are just tools to do that, right? Vision board or setting goals, right? So it's not like those things are actually producing magic for you. They're inspiring an emotional state. And that emotional state is what the universe is going to match to bring you those things. So that's why these tools are really handy. And I'm going to explain some of the other ones that I use when we get to number 4. But right now, let's do number 3, take actions. Pretty straightforward. If you think you're going to manifest $1 million, theoretically, if you sit on the couch and hold your hand out and you never leave your house, will you manifest $1 million just sitting on the couch? Well, maybe if you're Jesus, right? You probably are not going to do that in this lifetime. You're going to have to get out there. And that could be anything. You just need to go out and interact with the universe. So what is that going to look like? I don't know. Join some kind of a social club, right? Like, you know, there's people that do meetups. You could do meetups where you go to meet people, you know, social events, going out with friends. Maybe just get like, I don't know, a part-time job. Serious, just get like an easy part-time job just so that you can meet people or something. You know what I mean? Even if you're not going to be taking that job very seriously long-term and you don't really need the money, the purpose is to get out a little bit, right? Get out and do things, interact with people, interact with the universe, because what's going to happen is at some point in the future, you're going to be brought all kinds of people, resources, and opportunities. People, resources, and opportunities. And you're just going to kind of follow the trail of breadcrumbs that the universe is throwing you to your destination, to your goal, to your thing that you want to manifest, right? So that's number 3. Number 4, increase daily spiritual practices. So here's what I do, and I'll tell you why I do these things. So number 1, meditate. I don't think I should have to explain that. You guys, you got to meditate. You got to meditate every day for at least 20 minutes. I recommend doing it in the morning. And I do it for about 20 minutes at night too. I do it for way longer in the morning. I'll do it for like 45 minutes and then 20 minutes at night. And then I'll even like do little micro meditations throughout the day. Like every hour or so, I'll stop for like 1 minute and just get grounded, get really present, get out of my head. Read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is ground level basic spiritualism. You guys got to meditate. Consciousness is the causative force with the law of attraction. Consciousness, not thoughts. Thoughts are simply something for you to focus on. Okay? Consciousness is what focuses though. So it's really huge, guys. You got to meditate. You got to do it. And when you do it long enough, you'll start to like it. After I meditate in the morning, I also will light some candles. I'll put some inspiring music on, and just for 20 minutes. And number 5, I'll cultivate gratitude in my heart during this little ceremony kind of thing that I do. Okay? And the idea, again, the candles, the crystals, the music, the vision board, the pictures, those things do not cause manifesting. You do, but these tools that you're doing during your daily spiritual practice are to help you cultivate emotional experiences that are a match to whatever it is you're trying to manifest. That's why this is so key. And then I do it throughout the day too. I'm always placing myself in this emotional state that is a match to what I want, right? Real simple, guys, and it works. I do it all day long, every day, and I never stop until I get the thing that I want. I love it, guys. Get started today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye now.